global money boss explores the United States of America, a nation where the markets move fast, the people move faster, and the money sometimes moves without warning. Stocks are sliding this week as tech takes a hit, reminding everyone that even giants can trip when innovation outruns expectation. And while the US dollar still stands as the world's heavyweight reserve currency, it now faces a new rhythm. BRICS nations pushing for alternatives, testing whether the king can keep his crown in a multipolar world. In a land where fortunes rise like rockets and fall like feathers, the question is always the same. What's the good, what's the bad, and why does it all matter? And as the dollar dances, so do the people. Some chasing wealth, others chasing rent. The dollar still leads the march, but new drums echo from afar. Power shifts in quiet steps long before they move the bar. The United States runs on speed. Fast food, fast deals, fast dreams. Individualism is the engine, ambition is the fuel, and the cost of living is the toll booth everyone must pass. From New York's skyscraper hustle to the quiet grind of the Midwest, the culture is a patchwork of lifestyles stitched together by the belief that anything is possible if you can afford it. A nation built on motion, always pushing for more. But even the strongest swimmers feel the pull of the shore. And yes, Americans walk fast, even when they're not going anywhere. In the lower income lanes, survival is a full-time job. Gig work fills the gaps. Uber, DoorDash, Instacart, the modern hustle economy. Retail shifts, service jobs, government assistance, roommates, shared housing, and side hustles stacked like Jenga blocks. It's cash flow living, money in, money out, nothing left to plant for tomorrow. They stretch a dollar thin like a whisper in the wind, hoping the month ends before the money does again. And somehow, they still tip the delivery driver because struggle recognizes struggle. The middle class walks a tightrope between comfort and collapse. Salary jobs, mortgages, car payments, student loans, and the sacred 401k. They budget, they plan, they hope the math behaves. They're not poor, but they're not safe. They're balancing stability on a subscription plan. They live between the lines, not too low and not too high. One paycheck from the ground, one dream from the sky. And yes, they check their credit score like it's a mood ring. The wealthy play a different game entirely. They build through equity, ownership, real estate, and investments. They use leverage, tax strategy, and scaling, tools the average person rarely gets to touch. Their money works harder than they do, and it never asks for a day off. Their wealth grows roots while others chase the rain. Money making money. The quiet, endless chain. And when they say they're working on a project, it usually costs more than a house. The US economy is a battlefield of innovation. Tech, finance, healthcare, logistics, industries that shape the world. Small businesses form the backbone, franchises fill the streets, and competition is the national sport. It's a place where ideas become empires, or expensive lessons. A spark becomes a startup, a dream becomes a brand, but only the bold survive in this opportunity land. And yes, someone somewhere is pitching an app right now. Money in America follows strict rules. Credit scores decide your fate. Income is taxed heavily, capital gains less so. LLCs and S-Corp offer protection and strategy. Bankruptcy laws give second chances, sometimes third. The law shapes the ladder, each rung a different cost. Climb with caution. One wrong step and you're lost. And the tax code? Let's just say it's longer than most relationships. Real estate in the US is a tale of two markets. Major cities are expensive, competitive, and crowded. The South and Midwest offer affordability and space. Renting is common, owning is a milestone, and property taxes never sleep. Homes rise like mountains where the wealthy choose to stay, but valleys of value wait where fewer look their way. And yes, some people pay more for parking than others pay for rent. Elon Musk stands as the wealthiest figure in the United States, a symbol of innovation, risk, and relentless ambition. His journey began with Zip2, then PayPal, then the empire-shifting rise of Tesla and SpaceX. Neuralink and the Boring Company add to the portfolio. But the real engine of his wealth is equity, ownership, not salary. His net worth moves with Tesla stock, rising and falling like a futuristic tide. He builds rockets for the sky and cars for the street, chasing futures most people only meet in their sleep. And yes, he tweets like a man who forgot he's a billionaire. He builds rockets, cars, tunnels, and ideas. Some succeed, some explode, but all push the frontier forward. Love him or hate him, Musk represents the American formula. Take a risk, take a hit, take a leap, and take the world with you. American culture is a mosaic of sounds, styles, and stories. Jazz shaped the soul, rock shaped the attitude, country shaped the heart, and hip-hop shaped the world. Every genre tells a different truth about the same nation. Loud, restless, and always reinventing itself. Music is more than entertainment here. It's identity, rebellion, comfort, and expression all at once. Hip-hop became America's global voice. Born in Harlem, raised on rhythm and resilience, it grew from block parties to stadiums, from street corners to global stages. People across the planet dress like it, talk like it, walk like it. For many, being American means moving with that hip-hop confidence, the swagger, the slang, the style. It's more than music. It's a blueprint for attitude, ambition, and survival. New York moves like it's late for something important. Crowded trains, bright lights, endless ambition. A city where every block feels like a different country. It's expensive, intense, and unforgettable. People come to New York to chase dreams, survive chaos, or prove something to themselves. It's the birthplace of hip-hop, the home of Wall Street, and the global symbol of hustle. In New York, nobody waits for you. You either keep up or get out of the way. California is sunshine mixed with ambition. Hollywood shapes the world's imagination. Silicon Valley shapes the world's technology, and the coastline shapes the world's envy. People come here to reinvent themselves. Actors, founders, dreamers, and everyone in between. It's beautiful, expensive, creative, and unpredictable. A place where the future feels close enough to touch, and where every sunrise feels like a second chance. Texas is big in every way. Big land, big trucks, big money, big pride. Oil built the foundation, but tech and business are building the future. Cities like Austin and Dallas are booming, attracting people who want space, opportunity, and a sense of independence. Texas culture is bold, confident, and unmistakably its own. It's a place where people speak their mind, stand their ground, and live life on their terms. Miami is heat, color, and rhythm. Latin culture shapes the food, the music, the energy. Nightlife runs late, business runs fast, and the ocean never stops calling. It's a city where people come to escape, to celebrate, or to reinvent themselves. Miami lives loud, and it doesn't apologize for it. The city feels like a party and a business meeting happening at the same time, and somehow both feel natural. Las Vegas is a mirage built on entertainment and illusion, bright lights, big bets, and the promise of a different life, even if only for a weekend. Tourism drives the engine, but psychology drives the experience. Vegas is where people go to forget, to feel alive, or to take a chance they wouldn't take at home. It's a city built on dreams, risks, and the belief that luck might finally show up tonight. Utah is calm on the surface and ambitious underneath. Clean cities, mountain views, and a strong sense of community shape everyday life. The tech industry is booming, families are large, and the outdoors is a lifestyle, not a hobby. It's one of America's quiet success stories, steady, growing, and grounded. People come here for stability, safety, and a slower rhythm that still leaves room for ambition. Economically, America is a patchwork of realities. Move a few states over and everything changes. Rent, taxes, wages, culture, opportunity. Some states reward risk, others reward stability. Some offer cheap land, others offer high salaries. It's a country where your zip code can shape your entire financial future. A nurse in Texas lives differently than a nurse in California. A teacher in Utah lives differently than a teacher in New York. The same job, the same effort, completely different outcomes. And that's the paradox of America. It's one nation, but it feels like 50 different worlds stitched together by highways, history, and hope. Every state tells a different story about the same country. Every region carries its own rhythm, its own struggles, its own dreams, and somehow, all of it, the chaos, the culture, America is not perfect. It's complicated, chaotic, and constantly changing. But that's what makes it fascinating. It's a place where contradictions live comfortably, freedom and frustration, hope and hardship, pride and protest. A place where people reinvent themselves, rebuild their lives, and rewrite their stories. And that's the real story of the United States. Not just the money, not just the markets, not just the headlines, but the people, the dreamers, the workers, the hustlers, the creators. The ones who build, the ones who struggle, the ones who rise, the ones who try again. America is a country defined by motion. Forward, upward, sideways, sometimes backward, but always moving. And in that movement, you find the truth of the nation. A place where anything can happen, where everything is possible, and where the journey is just as important as the destination. This is the United States of America. Loud, bold, flawed, brilliant, and endlessly influential. A country that shapes the world, inspires the world, frustrates the world, and fascinates the world. A country built on dreams, driven by ambition, and powered by the belief that the next chapter can always be better than the last. And as the story of America continues to unfold, one truth remains clear. This country is never finished. It is always becoming something new. Shaped by the people who dare, the people who dream, and the people who refuse to stand still. Every generation rewrites the script, challenges the old rules, and pushes the nation into its next chapter. From the streets of New York to the deserts of Nevada, from the beaches of California to the quiet mountains of Utah, the United States is a living experiment. Messy, bold, unpredictable, and endlessly ambitious. A place where the impossible is attempted daily and where even failure can become a foundation for something greater. The world watches America not because it is perfect, but because it is in motion, because it tries, because it reaches, because it believes that tomorrow can be bigger than today. And whether you admire it, question it, or struggle to understand it, one thing is certain. America leaves an imprint on everyone who encounters it. This was Global Money Boss series, World Money Driven Cultures, WMDC, brought to you by Nkosi Productions University.